What's going on, guys? I'm actually going to make this video to show you my pitch deck that I use to this day that you can just copy paste for your agency so that you can actually engage the prospect and you can actually drive the point home every time you're pitching. Because truth be told, I've seen most of your pitches and they suck because they contain too much information. They contain unrelated information for the prospect that they don't even care about. And you know what they're going to do? They are going to just pick up their phone and say yes, yes, while they scroll through Instagram while not listening to your pitch. And then you will ask yourself, how come am I not selling well? Let me just say to you this. They are not listening to you, bro, because you don't even have a good, interesting pitch. So without further ado, I'm going to just start by pitching. I'm going to pitch you guys as I pitch my prospects from the A to Z, the whole process, all right, the whole process, so that you can actually see what the tone, how do I do it, etc., etc. I've done it hundreds of times. I'm going to be maybe a little bit caught. I'm not going to be the most fluent because I normally pitch this on Spanish, not in English. I'm going to have to improvise some parts, but you'll understand why I do and why do I do it, because at the end, I'm actually going to be explaining you why do I do each thing and why is it set up this way, all right? Let's just jump into it. So basically, I will start explaining this. Hey, we are a Neon Gen agency. We basically help remodelers transform more homes and get more projects, big ones with homeowner clients. And we basically do this by leveraging a system. The system is basically allowing us to get more quality projects, which typically have more time frames, so that you can actually stick to one project for a long time, do it without having the hassle of doing 2-3 little ones in the same time, and having to jump from one place to the other, moving machines, moving people and all that stuff. And so that you can actually just calmly be looking for more jobs to planify your calendar, all right? Apart from that, these are projects that are going to guarantee you growth. Why? Very simple. These are the ones that are long enough for you to have that revenue, that consistent revenue to keep growing. If you go doing bathrooms and kitchens, then you'll find yourself very often in a situation where you just do 2-3 and then you do not know what to do else because you had to pile up, you had to line up a lot of projects in a small amount of time and it was difficult. With these ones, big ones, you're not going to have this problem and it's going to be much more comfortable. So first steps that we take to generate you more of these projects is basically business partners. When we say business partners, I mean architect, designers, 3D design studios, real estate agents, real estate agencies, absolutely everyone that you could think that can have the client that you want, but is offering a different service. Guess what? These real estate agents have got people that just buy a house and why to remodel before getting in. These real estate agents know investors that buy houses in bulk just to remodel and then sell. Guess what? Now, we've got these contacts. We basically got these contacts and we know that you can leverage them so that you can grow. So basically what we're going to do is first set an in-person meeting where you will be able to know the other part. And in this meeting, what you'll actually be able to do is to just find out a common ground, common ground where you can actually find a deal, you can collaborate, both are benefiting from that deal, and then you'll start receiving the jobs. So the projects is super important that you need to do the first one right. You need to set the right impression. The first one project, the first one job has to be completely perfect, because it's so important, Joe, that this is not a homeowner that's going to just do a job for one time and you're going to hear from him 20 years ahead. No, this is an architect. This guy is going to call you every 6 months just to give you more projects like this. That is recurring revenue. That is a recurring client which is bringing you big projects. You know how valuable that is. You know how helpful it's going to be for you to have someone on your side which is going to be calling you every 6 months for more business. You do not understand it, but this is actually going to make you a lot of money, and this is going to be the first step that we use to make sure that you do not rely on word of mouth, because with word of mouth, you are limited. That is exactly what you told me 10 minutes ago. You are limited because of this, because of that. I would use real examples of the things that he has told me, the problems that he has because of just relying on word of mouth. And yeah, this is going to be why this is so useful for you. Second thing that we're going to do is homeowner clients. Now we're talking about something very simple. We're just going to launch Google Ads to get more visits. You're going to do more visits. You're going to get to see more clients at their houses. And finally, you're going to get accepted jobs, appointments, not visits. Visits is Spanish, appointments. You're going to get accepted projects. But let me ask you this. Right now, do you know anything about Google Ads? No, I do not know anything. Maybe yes, I've heard it, but I do not understand. Okay, cool. Let me ask you a question. You are a client. You are a homeowner. You need to remodel your house because it's quite old and that you want to modernize it, and you do not know anyone. In fact, the only name that you remember for a remodeling company, you remember them because they are infamous. You know them because of a bad job they done. So where are you actually going to find a remodeling company in today's era? Well, I'm probably going to pick up my phone and search for exactly. That's what you're going to do. You're going to get into Google. Is that not? Yes, you're going to do that. All right, cool. Let me ask you this. If you're looking for a remodeling company, what is it that you would put in Google to look for a remodeling company in Brooklyn, for example? I would put best remodeling companies in Brooklyn. That's perfect. Just do that. I'm going to actually show you something. Just search for best remodeling companies in Brooklyn in Google. I'm going to show you something you hadn't paid attention yet. Okay, he looks for remodeling companies in Brooklyn, blah, blah, blah. Have you got it already? Yes, I've got it. Pay attention to the first 3-4 businesses that appear on the search results. Let me ask you a question again. As a person, you go to the first supermarket that you find just because it's the closest one to your home and you do not want to lose time. So if you're looking for a remodeling company, are you just going to go to the first page that you find? Or are you going to go down to the deep sea to find the one that is the lowest ranked? No, I'm probably going to just jump on the first one. Okay, that's perfect. Now, pay attention to this. Have you realized that the first 3-4 businesses that appear have got advertised in their name, next to their name? And they go like, oh yes, I didn't know this. Okay. Now it seems that the ones that appear the first are advertised. How do you think they benefit from this? Well, they get more business, they get more jobs. Yeah, exactly. That is how they benefit. If I know that by being the first, I'm going to be called more times and I'm going to be receiving more contacts, then what I want is to essentially be the first, be advertised there. I'm going to invest to be advertised and then people are going to call me. Now, a remodeling job maybe is 80 meters square. How much is that for you? How much do you quote it? Like just on the top of your head? Well, it probably would be something about 1,000 euros for meter square. So I can predict that it's going to be around 80k the project. Okay, cool. Have you gotten this job by not being on Google? No, definitely. They would have called another company. Have they called this precise company that you're getting in your phone that you see advertised? Yes, they probably be calling them. All right, that is the exact reason we're going to help you be advertised as well. You're going to be receiving as well these calls from these people that are exactly looking for remodeling companies in your area. All right. And the best part of this is that this is going to be the second thing that is going to set you free from actually just being limited by word of mouth. Because again, this is happening within your business and you told me that you have this problem and you told me that you have this problem. But now when you receive 2-3 contacts every single week for complete projects, you can imagine this is absolutely going to change your situation. Your situation. Is that not? Yes, definitely. It's going to help me improve this and that, blah, 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 blah. Perfect. Now, it's very important that we're only going to bring you serious clients. Have you ever received a call from somebody and you just know straight ahead that, like, you just know from the first interaction that that's just not going to end in an accepted quote, or you don't really want that client? Have you ever experienced that? Yeah, hundreds of times. Sometimes these time wasters just call me and they just want to waste my time and they want quotes, but they are not interested, whatever. Yeah, exactly. This is what we're going to do as well. You know that your time is valuable. Our time is also valuable. We do not want to be losing time on people that are just not going to drive into, are not just going to mean revenue for us. So that is the reason why we're actually going to be interviewing each and every single person that decides to contact your business through the ads. All right, and we're going to ask questions like, where are you located? When do you want to do this job? Is it now? Is it in 2 months? Is it in 2 years? Because if it's in 2 years, we're directly not going to be bringing that to you, because it's just going to lose our times. Apart from that, we're going to ask, how much quotes have you got? Because if you got 5-6 quotes already, we're not going to be the seventh one to lose time with you. All right. Now, we're also going to be asking them what kind of qualities are they looking for, what kind of remodeling business they are looking for. Because if they want cheap, good, and fast, then we're not going to be able to provide that. If they want good quality, then we might have a conversation, But this is precisely to make sure that we only going to be sending you this kind of lead, to avoid this other situation that you told me that you had with that other lead reselling company, that people were not picking up, people that were picking up were just interested, and people were not accepting quotes, and you were competing against 8 people and all that stuff. All that ends. We just want to focus on the best client so that you can save time, we can save time as well, and we both make money with the least of the time invested. Now, the last thing is that, no last thing. Basically, this is the system we use to serve all of our clients. It doesn't matter the area that you're working in, if it is Brooklyn, New York, if it is Colorado, if it is Toronto, if it is Los Angeles. We have clients here in Los Angeles. This is his name, this is his business. Like, this other person in Canada, or this other person in Alaska, this other person in Washington running this other business. And you know what? In all these areas, there are 2 things. Remodeling companies, there are 2 things, clients or homeowners that are looking for companies on the internet, and there are others, collaborating businesses that are looking for remodeling businesses to pay themselves with to do these projects. And our job is going to be precisely giving this to you so that you can grow every single month consistently. So, after having told for 5 minutes and having blasted you with all this information, what questions have you got for me? And this will be the pitch. And now I'm going to respond to these questions. How this thing works and how that thing works. Whatever. We just answer their questions. And there's going to be a point where they actually ask the money question. How much is this? All right. When they ask how much is this, I like to say, well, we've got crazy fantastic proposal for you, but first of all, how useful do you think this is going to be for your business? Because for us, that is the most important thing. And they will go, yeah, very useful. Sometimes they will be more elaborated, sometimes they will be more direct. Yes, it's going to be useful. When they elaborate, that is perfect. When they are not elaborating, I want them to elaborate. Okay, but in which way specifically do you think this is going to be so helpful? Or in what aspects do you think this is going to be more helpful? Or which problems is this project going to, is this way of working going to help you solve? So that they just basically elaborate more, because the more they elaborate, the more that you drew into their head that your service is actually fucking nuts. all right? And now when the price is like, when all that question is done and they actually understand how it's going to help them, now we're going to go, well, you asked me how much do we charge, and that's precisely what I'm going to be explaining to you. And this is the following. Is 1K a month for the ad spend, or are we going to be appearing as advertised in Google, like just seen on your phone? That is why we pay 1,000 a month, all right? That's why you pay 1,000 a month. And then for us, the money that we actually receive, because the other you pay to Google, for us is 3,000 one-time fee, and then 6% of every project that you close. And with this is with what we guarantee, I don't know the exact word I would be using in English, but it's not guarantee exactly, because I do not like to say we guarantee, because everyone can guarantee a lot of stuff, but we make this is the way that we make sure that the minimum amount that you're going to net from our campaigns, you're going to make from our campaigns, is 80,000 euros in revenue, which, like, it's not going to make you by no means millionaire. You're not going to be the biggest company on the industry. You're not going to be the biggest market on the USA, but is actually going to be a good improvement from the point that you are right now. And now I'll shut my mouth and I'll let them speak. That is absolutely everything. All right. I hope that you like my pitch. I do not know if it's typically so long, because I've just realized it's been 15 minutes since I started. But anyways, basically, as you can see, it's very simple, very clear, very direct. I'm not talking about marketing all the time. I'm always looping back to what they're actually caring about. They do not care about marketing. They care about the result of marketing. That's the reason why you don't see leads. You don't see all these buzzwords of marketing. No, you just see a system, get more quality projects, and then guaranteed growth. It's little words. It's just complementing. And also, I'm not just putting this slide directly. No, I'm going step by step. First the title, then the other sentence, then the other sentence, and then the title, then another image with an arrow, so that they can expect that something is coming, and I can retain their attention. And then I put in-person meetings, and I go explaining step by step. Then I'll use another slide, and then I'm going to put another photo with another title, and I'm going to explain this. Is everything going to be step by step? All right. Now I put another title, homeowner clients, business partners. I'm not talking about email marketing to get business partners. No, I'm talking about, I have contacts which I'm going to give to you so that you can start receiving their projects. I do not need to discuss exactly how do I make this happen, because they do not care about it. And chances are, if I explain to them, they are going to make nothing but doubt of this. So since I do not want that, since what I provide is just business partners, let me just say that I'm going to provide you business partners, because you don't give a shit about the fact that I use email marketing to do this. All right? That's very important. Then homeowner clients, I'm not putting big Google ads, generating leads, lead generation system. No, I'm putting homeowner clients. That is what they understand. They do not understand lead generation system. I'm just going to put homeowner clients here. All right. Then I'm going to put advertising, because it's necessary for me to explain that they are going to be running ads. All right. Because I need to explain then the 1,000 a month on ads. So how do I actually do that? With this slide. You're going to do advertising, you're going to get quotes, and you're going to get accepted projects. I've just realized that this is wrong. The title is wrong. But anyway, I just done this very fast because I had no time, because my agency robs me all the time. But anyways, it would be like this, and I'd be putting images step by step. I'm not putting a block of text, man. I'm not putting a block of text that is highly not needed. That is highly not needed. Some of you guys go and put a big block of text, man, that puts them off completely. Of course they are going to lose attention. They do not care about that. And always, how am I finishing? Accepted projects. Not with quotes or qualified appointments or leads or traffic. That is bullshit, bro. You put that and you lost the client. They want accepted projects. And now, pay attention. How did I explain the value of Google Ads. Pay attention to how to fucking explain things and its value, because listen, you can say that you run ads and they are going to get leads, but they do not understand how is it that that ad is going to get them leads. So I basically walk them through the process a client or a lead would do so that they actually convert into revenue. I make them think, how much money are they going to make with this ad campaign? Okay, cool, you're going to close this one client. How much would you quote this project? 80 meters square. I would quote it on this money. Okay, cool. Would you get it if you do not advertise? No, I wouldn't. This business would, because I've seen this business is advertised. Fuck, I'm losing money. My competition is making money while I'm fucking having problems to grow. I might just do the ads, because this guy just fucking explained to me what is the actual value of doing ads, Now, important, I didn't attach the fact that some clients are just time wasters to the fact that they come from the internet. I attach it to the fact that sometimes you speak to somebody and it's just not that qualified. It's not the fact that he comes from the internet. No, it's just that sometimes you speak to people and they are not qualified. I did not attach that to the fact that they come from the internet. Super important, because at the beginning I used to do this, and this is just going to put a bad image to internet advertising if you say that most of internet leads are time wasters. Well, let me just say no to that. Is that cool for you? Is that cool that I say no? Most of clients in general are time wasters for high ticket service. And now I use the interview. Always I'm trying to use personalized photos, personalized of my caps of my clients, everywhere. This is one of my clients. This is one of my clients. I try to put a real photo here so that it can actually look genuine. I don't just want to put stock image that is just stupid. All right. Then I actually talk about my actual clients. And you know what? I've closed people that told me, hey, I actually called this guy that you put on the presentation, on the slide, and he told me wonders about you. That was precisely the reason I was putting it there. If they were going to be talking good about me, then, that is it. I'm closing that deal. It's as simple as this. Then, before jumping, I'm basically explaining that in all areas, they have this kind of success, that he's not going to be no exception. And then finally, before preaching price, I want to get him to understand the value of what I do, because I want him to get that mindset of this guy is going to make me money, before just me saying to him how much am I going to charge. All right. So when we actually pitch the price, all right, I go step by step. Our way of working is this. We're going to get you this, and that result. And the price for that is going to be 1,000 a month ad spend for Google, and then what we actually receive, because the other you pay to Google, then what we receive is one-time fee of 3,000 euros, which is euros because I work in Spain, not the US, and 6% of commission. This is how we guarantee that this is the way that we're going to use to make sure that the minimum that you make while working with us is this amount of money, all right, under contract. And this is absolutely everything, all right? It's simple presentation, to the point, without a lot of text, always looping back to what they actually care about, talking about what they actually want, not what I do. I'm talking about all the time the clients that they are going to get, not the marketing that I'm going to do. And this closed me 6 figures in deals. So please just copy paste this to your agency so that you can actually start making money. Cheers. And subscribe to my channel, because I've just put in a lot of value now. 9:30 in the night, 9:30 in the night. I wanted to go to buy a protein bar, and now they are going to close me because I decided to make this video so that you can actually get some value. Also comment on the video, because you might want some more videos, because I'm just putting value. I'm growing your agency by basically putting videos on the internet, so you might just want to ask for more video ideas. And finally, just give it a like because it's for free and it's going to motivate me. The algorithm is going to push me. I'm going to make more money. I'm going to make you guys more money by putting more videos, and everyone is going to be happy. Follow me on Instagram, Santos Obomede, and see you on the next time. Whoosh!